That's true.
Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday, guys. We are just chit-chatting away. This is going to be a fun show. Welcome, Whitney and Jackie.
Yeah,
to the
thanks
show.
for having us.
Good morning.
You guys will know them from GlamRN. They got injector names. Like, this is serious. What's your injector name?
GlamRN.
What's your injector name?
Injector Jackie. Super exciting.
She said, I don't want to talk about it.
I want that shirt.
We're
Let's
gonna
talk
talk
about
about
it.
it.
We'll talk about it. I love that.
I love it. So you have a whole spa. You have a whole building. You started really in town with not all of that and have grown so much. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are, how you got there, and the story behind it?
So I was born and raised here. I went to college here, got my nursing degree.
Nice.
I did. In 2009, and then I was an oncology nurse for about 5 years. And then I got pregnant with my middle child and realized I needed to do something where I can make my own schedule. And having a deep knowledge depth of infusions, I actually wanted to start a vitamin infusion company, and it quickly rolled into aesthetics, and
Fell
I
in
just
love.
Yes, yep.
So you've been doing that actually long before GlamRN, really.
Yep.
And how long has GlamRN now been?
7 years.
Yeah, you just had your birthday, right?
Yeah,
Glams?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, back in August, October-ish, but yeah, 7 years.
That's exciting. What do you think about really, I'm sure it's changed so much from the beginning to where you're kind of at now and where you see it really going?
So now it's going where the technologies that they're coming up with. My throat's
She's a little sick. I said, you can't cancel on me. It's okay.
So technology, regenerative medicine is where it's going. A lot of people are afraid of getting filler. I think there's been a lot of bad social media with people getting overfilled, and it's supposed to be very natural looking, more enhancing, reversing the age, and people are overdoing it. So people are kind of turning away a little bit of that, and they're more focusing on preventative, how they can build the collagen back up, and reverse aging naturally. So where we're going with technology is incredible. The advancements they've made with reversing aging, building collagen, is amazing.
Yeah. I'm assuming it takes constant learning and changing and growing.
It does. Every day. Every day there's something new studies, new journal articles. You have to stay on top of it.
Yeah. Jackie, how about you? How did you get into this?
Well, I graduated here. I went from high school, and I went to MCC also and got my nursing degree. I have been in public health and hospice mainly, and just kind of wanted to change, and like a bubble over my head, and went to school and came across Whitney on a whim and her wealth of knowledge, and she's like, here, let's buddy up. And it's been awesome. Like you just said about learning and changing. Like I feel like every day I'm learning something new, or I'm like, oh my gosh, did you think about this? She's like, yeah, Jack, we're already doing this. This is what you, yeah. So, I mean, it's awesome. My little brain, I'm always find the info so that I can educate patients, but yeah, I'm like in the aesthetic world.
That's exciting. And you have a whole team of beautiful gals that work with you that do all kinds of different things.
We do.
There's actually so many things that you guys offer that I don't know that people really even know about. I mean, as far as like massages, the drips, the Botox. Can we go through a little bit of those types of things?
Yes. So we have like a medical spa side, and then we have like more of a relaxing spa side. So we have Roxanne, who's been a massage therapist for years. She's amazing.
She is awesome.
Like her schedule is fully booked all the time. There's no like last minute scheduling with her.
I randomly just see her somewhere, and it's like her energy just oozes off of her. Like
She
you just
is
want
so
to hug
happy.
her,
And
and
she
you
just
just
wakes up happy. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Roxanne's awesome.
And then I have two Jamies. They're both estheticians.
Oh, how funny.
They've been doing it for a long time too. They love it. And our facials. We have like relaxing spa type facials, but then we also have medical grade facials where we bring in like the heavy duty machines, chemical peels, all that fun stuff to
Yeah, acne
actually treat.
fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We also, and then our medical side, of course, our biggest is injectables. Botox always being our number one, dermal fillers. And then we have quite a few machines that we work on regenerative medicine. Scarlet SRF that we brought in last year, and it's microneedling on steroids, but it's radiofrequency microneedling. And so that one's good for, it's like shrink wrap for your face, tightens up the skin. It's able to.
We can all use that.
Yeah. Well,
Let's be honest.
well, and it's true because at the age of 25, you already start to lose collagen. And everyone's different, but you start to lose about 1 to 2% a year. And then when you hit menopause, you're 5 years post-menopausal. I know. That's when we see a lot of women come in. You're 5 years post-menopausal, your collagen drops 30%. It's like the biggest.
So you're not
down.
feeling good. You're having night sweats. Your skin is dropping, obviously.
Isn't it awful?
I can only imagine that women are like, please help. Because you start to feel really bad about yourself.
You do. And then that's what I hear a lot of women come and say, I just looked in the mirror. I don't know where this came from. And they're very self-conscious, but like comes out of nowhere and it's so rapid.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to do preventative therapies like your Scarlet, your facials, all therapy. Do your preventative, or even your baby Botox that we start at a younger age to more prevent wrinkles.
Yeah.
And then when you get to that postmenopausal, that hypoestrogenism, it slows that process down, and you've filled your collagen bucket, so it takes less away. You don't notice that big of a drop. But we have women coming in, after that happens, and we're able to do some really cool stuff. Now we have
It's nice.
PRP derma, where we can actually extract your own stem cells. We extract your own, we draw blood, we put in a centrifuge, we extract your stem cells, which is full of platelets, growth factors, and then we put it into another machine that turns it into a filler, so we can
So you're
treat
actually
whole
only
face.
filling yourself.
Yes.
With
Filling it
yourself.
with yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Fill yourself with yourself.
Remember the one movie where they stayed forever young, and then as they started like getting
Death
older,
becomes her?
yeah, their skin
Yes.
starts falling off.
I
Was
missed
that
that
her?
one.
Is that the movie? Death
don't
Becomes
know.
Her?
Yeah.
Are you sure? They have a
You
little
have to see
bottle
it.
of. I love
It's
that
like
one.
this magic potion.
Yes.
And they, and
Yeah.
as these years go on, their skin starts to like fall off. You have to watch it. Sorry.
I'm like, that's the future.
This is what I'm picturing. Yeah, this is what I'm picturing.
They drink this little bottle and then they're like 20
The
again.
magic potion.
No, in the future we're gonna have like this med bed. We just go and
Just
lay
go
in.
in.
We just program the age.
You just
we wanna
hear, this is
be.
what I want to be.
Yeah.
You know the Jetsons had to predict something like that.
Or the Simpsons.
sure.
The Simpsons knew everything. We'll see what they had to say.
They had someone on the back end, like from the future,
Yes.
telling them.
This is what is going to be possible.
Yeah.
But it sounds, I mean, what you're saying is kind of like new to me, because when I think of like Botox or, those kinds of things, I think those are things that happen right there, right immediately, kind of come and go. But what you're saying is you can actually take these preventative measures to really slow down the process, which that's something that I like to take care of things before they happen.
Yes. And that is so much easier to do. It's so much easier and more to treat. So like now the big thing is you can actually get your blood work done, and they can tell your biological aging clock, and they do that by looking at your telomere length. So on your DNA, you have protective end caps to your chromosomes, and it's called your telomeres. And every time your cell divides, those telomeres shorten a little bit until it shortens too much where your chromosomes aren't protecting, and that's what's causing your aging, your damage to your DNA. So now they're going into that kind of science of how do we increase telomere length and how do we slow that process down. So that's pretty neat, and they're doing that with peptide therapy.
What?
All kinds
Do
of
you
herbal
see, like
supplements.
every day my mind blows.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that like, you just kind of get this Botox machine and you just Botox and you just, but no, like how much science is in
There's
your
a
little
lot.
brain right now?
There's a lot to being an injectable nurse. I mean, you've got to know anatomy. You've got to know your complications. You've got to know,
Potential complications.
yeah, you've got to
Not
know
your
a
complications.
whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun.
Let's, so I thought this video was interesting of really sweating. Sweating is a problem for a lot of people. Sweaty hands, sweaty armpits, uncontrollable. And so this is something I found was kind of interesting that you guys offer that I wouldn't even have thought about. Yeah. What are you doing here?
So that's Agnes. That's another microneedling device, radio frequency device. And actually, I'm going in and damaging or killing or whatever you want to say the sweat glands. So the epicrine and apocrine, they produce your sweat and that offensive odor. So it decreases your sweating and decreases your body odor.
You don't have to be sweaty or stinky.
No. So you can also, so a lot of people have problems with hyperhidrosis. You oversweat, right? You raise your hand, raise your arm, and you're sweaty all over your pits, right?
Especially in this town.
Right.
Yeah.
You can treat that with Botox. Okay. Botox has all kinds of fun little, like,
Things
oh my
that
gosh,
you
But it's
yes.
temporary.
But it's totally temporary. So your tox usually lasts you, depending on the person, 3 to 4 months, right? So if we treat your underarms for hyperhidrosis, it's really only going to last a limited amount of time, where this is permanent. So you pay, I mean, whatever you want to pay. Do you want to pay for temporary, or do you want to pay for a more permanent solution? And I've had a couple of clients, and I've only done one treatment, and so far they're super. And even the the significant others are like, yeah, I see a difference.
Wow.
Yep. Your armpits aren't as sweaty. You don't stink so bad, or whatever you want to say.
Yeah. Whatever
They can
name
get
that's-
away wearing other colors besides just black.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what that's what a lot of women have problems with here. So they can only wear black to hide the sweating.
Yeah.
So that's it.
That
So
makes
they can wear
sense.
white, and it's not a big yellow mark underneath them.
What about this? This is the only part of my face that I'm like, what the
Your-
skin like does this
Your
little
angry
weird
face.
thing.
That's Botox. That is Botox.
Yeah.
We'll on the next one we'll get
When I
that.
come
Come in and
Yes.
we'll poke you.
We'll
Yes.
fix-
Come in and we'll poke you.
We'll,
Yes.
Okay.
we'll
Christine,
fix
fill
this
it up.
little. I don't even notice it, but I'll take a picture and I'm like, is that skin like hanging? Like, what is happening there?
It's your muscles pushing down. So, like in this area, we call it the glabellar region. It's a muscle group of 3 different muscles, your procerus and corrugators. So when you frown, you're engaging all these muscles here, which create these 11 lines and creates this wrinkle across the bridge of the nose. Some people just have 1 line, some people have 4 lines, but it's that whole area. You treat it with Botox. So when you treat with Botox, Botox is an injectable that you inject down into the muscle, and it blocks the acetylcholine release, which causes the muscle to move. So when you block that release, the muscle's not able to move, and your skin can heal itself. Your skin wants to heal itself. When you're at a younger age, you make those muscle movements. You're younger, everything's working better. Your skin heals itself. Every time you make a movement, it's an injury in the skin. When you reach 25 or older, some people younger than that, everything starts to slow down. Your healing processes slow down, and your body's not able to heal that movement that you caused in the skin, and that's when wrinkles start to happen.
This wrinkle business is
Come in.
a
Let's
mess.
talk about it, Lou.
Let's
talk
talk
about it.
That's freaking funny.
You need the shirt. I need the shirt. I'm telling
Yes,
you.
you do. So we talked a little bit about. Let's talk about your cool sculpting.
Okay.
Again, so many different things that I didn't even know about that you guys offer.
So because I grew up here and I love this community, I just knew when I went into this that I wanted to be the best that I could be, and I wanted to offer the best. So like we really do have like the
Like,
best
we don't need to
of
go
the
to
best.
Vegas.
No,
We can do
and that's
all
my
of that
whole
here.
thing. Yeah, and
Yeah.
people are always so surprised that they don't have to go to Vegas or Scottsdale, that we have that equipment here.
Yeah.
Can I interrupt that real quick and
Uh-huh.
just tell everybody that we actually have people that come from the big cities to see us?
Yeah.
Like they prefer to come here to see us. Like, I don't have to do this in the big city. I'm here with you girls, and it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, sorry. There's
Very rewarding.
my 2 cents for that.
So cool sculpting. So that's one of the next biggest trends. It has been big, but it's going to just keep going. Is non-surgical body sculpting options. So a lot of people are getting away from surgeries too. They don't want the downtime. They don't want the risk. A lot of them don't even have the time to fit in their schedules. Now we're all so busy to go and do a surgical process. And another big thing is scarring. So something like cool sculpting, which is non-invasive body fat reduction. You come in and we apply these applicators. They've done over 1 million treatments worldwide. It's heavily studied, heavily backed by science, and we basically freeze your fat cells and it kills it. And it kills it immediately, and then your body takes the next couple months to remove those dead fat cells. But there's no scarring. It's non-invasive. There's no injections. There's no downtime. So it's really
Awesome.
amazing. And then along with that, the next trend is also muscle building, which fully support people being healthy, working out in a gym, building muscles. But we have a lot of people too, and elderly people or people that just have injuries and they're not able to work out like they did, or they hurt their back. So we need to build up their abdominal core muscles to support their back. So that's the next trend that we're looking at too. And we have that too.
Get out of here.
Yeah, there's pictures and videos of us taking a 30-minute or 20-minute lunch break, and we have the cool tone on us, and we're just toning it up.
I did see that one. Oh, okay, since you're speaking of that, let's do the funny one, because I was like, you kind of think like, okay, again, I'm like, oh, this little wrinkle, okay, like, yeah, I know, I should go see the girls. So this made me want to come and see you guys, for sure. I was like, listen, if I come, are you going to, is this all angles going to happen with me as well?
Probably. I mean, that one for sure. That one.
Wait, what's the last one when you're this? No, not that one.
I was dying
That one.
laughing. I'm like, these girls are so entertaining.
There's never a dull moment in the spa, that's for
There's
sure.
not. And we should make more videos, but we just the
should.
time.
We have a list of things that we
do.
want to do that we need.
We'll get
we just
there.
need. We'll get there.
Well, I
In
mean,
the
you guys
time.
are saving, body parts and all kinds of stuff. I mean, you're saving women from wrinkles. I mean, there's only so much time in the world,
There is, and I fully believe we are not supposed to age as rapidly as we are, and that's why women and men have a problem aging and want to do these treatments. I think most people would agree that we have a lot of environmental toxins. Our foods now are lacking a bunch of nutrients. Our soil's lacking nutrients. Poisoning is happening, where it's just causing rapid aging, and people do not feel their outer matches the way they feel on the inside. Like, they don't feel like when they're 70, they feel like they're 40,
Yeah, like,
but they
I'm
look.
25
I was just
right
going
now.
to say, I'm
Right.
25. I don't know about
So
y'all, but I'm
you want the
25 still.
outside to match how you feel the inside, and we're just trying to make that balance happen.
Wowza. So let's just talk about this. So you're a mom, you're a wife, you own businesses. How do you really balance all of everything that you have going on?
A lot of
I
coffee and
don't.
prayer.
I do not. I'm going to be honest with you.
I know. I'm like, I just literally day by day, because there's something that happens every day. Literally every day. It's we wake up in the morning, the kid misses the alarm clock, you gotta run him out to school, or someone's sick.
Puking on the way out the door or whatever. Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You just live that
Like venting
literally
helps with your girls.
helps
Yeah,
you
well,
live
you
in the
have a
moment.
great team
Yeah.
that you can rely on too, which I'm sure is really part of the plus and the bonus to what you
It
do.
is, yeah, and just to being able to send a text to my girls or to vent to the team, like, this is what happened. You just feel so much better after that. I feel like venting is a really good, helpful.
Maybe that's what keeps your wrinkles away.
That and Botox.
Okay, so let's just say, for the average person who maybe hasn't been into a spa yet or doesn't really know what they're really looking for and just aren't feeling right, what's the best way to get a hold of you? What would you encourage them to not be afraid of?
That's a great question. Best way to get a hold of me, I have a number listed. You can call or text that number. You can book online, just a consult, and we can come in and talk. A lot of people are very hesitant and scared when they've never done anything to come in and talk about it, or they end up, looking at the mirror and there's 20 things that they want to work on. I always like to narrow it down and start with what's the first thing that you'd like to, what's the number one thing that you'd like to work on, and then we'll work on that, and then we'll go from there.
That's good.
A lot
'cause
of
I'm
people
assuming
have
it's
budgets.
very overwhelming,
It is.
right?
It is
Yeah.
overwhelming, and we do offer a lot of services for a lot of different things. And someone may come in and they may not want Botox, they may not want fillers, so we'll do energy-based devices.
Lasers.
Yeah.
Which is good. So there's so many different options
Yeah.
that there is to fix.
And I would
really
also
most
throw
things.
in there to not be, a lot of us are our worst judges when we're standing in the mirror, or you think, oh my gosh, they've never heard of this before, or my complaint might be the only one in the whole entire universe. That's not the truth. We're nurses. If we haven't seen it, we're interested,
Yeah.
or, we'll help you find, and if we can't offer it, then we'll find something and refer you. Hey, what about this? So I would say just have no fear. Trust that we're nurses, we're women, we're moms.
Yeah.
Come on in
We've
and see
seen
us.
it.
We
We've
have
seen
seen
it
it.
most
Oh
of
my
all.
gosh,
And
yes.
nurses, I mean, that's a big deal. You're not just people who have been, taken some classes and some Botox and kind of just running for it.
Correct.
That's not what you guys are about. You guys are actually very all educated in the fields that you are.
We continue to educate for that matter. It's not like a one and done. We are constantly educating ourselves.
Which in the state of Arizona, most states, you have to be at least a registered nurse to do any type of injections.
It's good to know.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't know that, but
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Which is scary
That's
because
good.
there are people that just fly by the seat of their pants
and then getting bad results and then making
and then
the whole
we
industry
the
looking
industry
bad.
looks bad. Yes.
Yeah. Let's show the few other pictures that we have, Jeff, and kind of just go through them really quick.
Oh, that was a good one.
So this is one of my favorite treatments, but laser in general, which Jackie is a laser guru.
I love a laser. Guru, laser gal. Hey, that's a good handle. Laser gal, laser
Change
gal
your
RN.
name.
We're
Laser
changing
gal
names. We'll talk about it later.
Yes.
That should be your name.
But with
Sorry.
our laser, we could treat pigmentation, facial veins, redness, sunspots, sun damage, and then we can also
Acne scarring.
Yeah, and then we have fractional on our laser. So yeah, scarring, skin texture, pores, wrinkles,
Hair,
fun stuff. Yeah.
laser hair reduction.
Yep, we just did our bikinis last week.
Listen. We go in and mark our schedules off. We're like, what are we lasering? We're doing it.
So you just laser and it's gone for how long?
It takes some time. It takes some treatments. It's not a one and done.
Yeah, usually about 6 treatments, but when you kill that hair follicle, it doesn't
It
come
shouldn't
back
come back.
unless you have something crazy that happens down the line. There's a potential, but it's permanent.
What?
Yeah, so we did like our armpits
Yep.
and bikinis last week, and
We did.
We've
We've
had
done
everything out.
IPLs. We're like, hey, we've got this
Listen,
event
next time
coming
you
up. We
guys
need
are
IPL.
bored and you need someone to practice on, just shoot me a text. I will fit you in my schedule.
you volunteer as tribute.
Yes.
That's one of our things that we need to do too. As long as I can get you on a TikTok, then
Look
we
at
could do
those
that.
lips.
Those luscious
yeah,
lips.
you
Whit.
can put me on a TikTok.
You did
You
a
know
great job.
this.
Okay, so I don't mean to toot my own horn, but
Toot toot.
I
You did
love
good.
lips, and I'm really good at lips.
Yeah, you are.
Lips
Yeah,
are my
you are.
Something
thing.
you enjoy.
I do, yeah.
Well, that's a very defining place on someone's face. So if you can change that for them and make them happy, like I'm sure they walk out of there. I mean, no pun intended, but swollen lips and smiling.
They do. And then the swelling goes away in a couple days, and it's natural looking. I mean, I do have some women that want a big, lip, and that's what they want. That's what makes them feel
Big
better.
lip
I
and
will
big
do it.
booties are in for some reason.
They are.
They are.
I'm not
booty
against
too?
a booty. I can.
Oh, speaking of, there's an injectable for that too. For goodness sakes, yes.
Yes. Injectable, the cool toe machine. We can build your own muscle. We do booties.
Like I don't have to go work out. I can just get a machine that.
Well, what's cool about the machine?
Can we cue Sir Mix-a-Lot in here right now? Like, do we do that?
Okay, sorry.
All right,
no,
sorry,
you're fine.
Jeff.
You're fine. The back
Told
I
you
mean,
when
it's
you get
good.
us together, it's serious.
I know. So the machine, just to, they're quick 30-minute sessions, but what it stimulates is supramaxial muscle contractions, which you can't achieve that on your own in a gym. Like the closest thing you can kind of visualize is like that power lifter that's like in a competition. He does that one big like lift,
And you just see every muscle like.
Yes, yep. So that's stimulating that for 30 minutes, except it does these cool little tapping techniques and stuff, so it's breaking up the lactic acid so you're not sore afterwards, which is cool. But if
You can lift your buns and not be sore
On your
know.
lunch break.
on your lunch break. I've been missing a whole other world.
I know. Yeah.
Did you guys know that? Did you know that? I mean, really?
Yeah. It's helped because, like in an injury, I mean, it's 5 days of disusing a muscle. It's already becoming atonic. You're already losing muscle mass just after 5 days of no use.
Oh, like
Oh.
5 years. This is my problem.
That was me last year. I was not good last year.
We're gonna.
This
It's
year,
a better
though.
year. It's
Yeah.
a whole new
It's okay.
year.
It's a new year.
You get to
It's
start
fine.
all over. It's like confession. You get to go say your confession, and then you
Right. We're
start
all
over.
good. It's fine. New year.
Last year didn't happen.
It's a wild year for everyone. I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to erase it just a tad bit. Well, thank you guys so much for coming today. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one too.
Yes, so that's the Selenus PRP that I was talking about earlier, where we use your own body's stem cells, growth factors, we turn that into filler, and we can put that all throughout the face, the body, the breast, the butt, everything. But it's nice because it's your own body.
Yeah,
So it-
that's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what I let's
Oh, this
talk
is
about
our new
real
one.
quick.
This is our new
Mm-hmm.
plasmage.
Yes, so you've probably, like on TikTok and Instagram, these plasma pins, which they're fake. It's not true plasma. Just using a heating element and it burns the skin. This device just came over to the U.S. From Italy, just got FDA approved, but it's true fractional plasma. So it has to be done in a medical office. It has to be purchased under a doctor's license. So we can do brow lifts with the Agnes. I can do lower eyelid blephs, remove the fat pads. I can remove the fat pads and do jowls, remove the jowls, do lower face tightening. The one thing that we were really missing was eyelid blephs, because we would raise the eyebrows and everything would look great, but the eyelids sagging, laxity.
Yeah, so the hooded eyes.
Yeah, our clientele, majority is anywhere from 30 to 60 years old, but we get 70s, 80s. I've had 90s in for injectables. I love it.
These
That
girls
is
are
great,
awesome too. When
yeah.
they come in, they're fun. They're a good time.
Yeah. And then even those upper lip wrinkles, which we can treat with filler, but not everyone wants filler. And, some people are allergic to filler, those kind of things. So this machine is going to be great because we can tighten up the eyelids. We can even tighten up the skin under eye and then hit the upper
And
lip
without
wrinkles.
surgery.
Without surgery.
Yeah, and there's minimal downtime.
Look at this. That's what I learned today. I learned that what you may be afraid of to help something that is not working for you, and when you're looking in the mirror and you're just not happy, there's so many different options. There's no reason not to make the appointment and come in and talk to you, right?
Yeah.
No harm.
Right.
No harm,
Yeah.
no foul. If you don't want to do anything, you don't do anything. If you do, you may find a whole nother world of options that will work for you.
A lot of our consultations are therapy sessions.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I bet.
yeah.
I bet
Which
they
I
come
love
in
it.
line, like panic, like wrinkles, sweat. Oh, this is belly. I mean, the belly
Yeah.
just follows us after kids. That's rude.
And I'll add into that real quick is we talked about what may stop people from coming in. If you're worried about, how am I going to pay for this, whatever, we also offer financing in the office. There's a couple different modalities that we have that you can finance. So that's also you can get all your treatment on and
Yeah.
make payments on it.
We also have a
And we
really
make
cool.
payments on everything in life. Why not for
I know.
yourself? Let's be honest.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Self-care.
Self-care.
Yes.
We have like a nice Zen room in our spa side too, and people love sitting in there and just relaxing. But seriously, if someone just needed to come in and sit, having a rough day, they should just come in.
Oh,
and
the
sit in the Zen
sauna.
room.
You can do the sauna in the Zen room too. Like that's magic right there.
On that note, that's really nice and that's amazing. Again, reach out to the girls if you have any questions, concerns. There is no reason to go anywhere besides shop local, support local, which would, bring you right into the office to talk about your concerns. Again, self-care. It sounds easy, right? But the truth of the matter is us as women really give everything to husband, children, work, and kind of forget about ourselves. So it sounds like, at any point in time, you have a lot of options to help us with
All of that,
ourselves,
yeah.
building who we are, what we want to be, and without doing surgery. So that's really cool.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for coming today.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You are welcome. Hey guys, shop local, support local. Give them a call. Who knows? You could probably get this little wrinkle. Maybe next time you guys see me.
You won't have that.
Thank you guys for coming. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Have a good day, guys. Bye.
That went super fast.